We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Taking it about the 1. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a glance at the man under center at 6'5". He always demands attention.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First carry here for Walker. Hitting the ball is out. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. On second down, it's Walker. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
First down, here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down is Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 4, he doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Burrow will throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Rolling to his right. This one complete to Lacey. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for the Bengal TD. Joe Mixon taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get...
And he loses the football a 2nd time, and the Bengals have recovered it.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. He'll drop to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 3 yards, all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. On 3rd down, Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running left, it's Mixon. Trey Brown there on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. It's Mixon on the counter. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. On the counter, it's Walker. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to them. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 2nd and 6. And his throw's going to be incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Back to throw again. This one goes underneath to Walker, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play
almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow. Open man is Samuel, complete. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That time a 6-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. Left side here, that's the tight end Fan. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. And Walker has it. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. Now the ball comes loose. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. And behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Burrow will throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He will find his man Chase, complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll try and run with Mixon. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Here's Walker to start the drive. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. They'll throw now on the final play. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we said, well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On second down now, Childs. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Hurts throw going to be caught by Davis. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On second down, Childs. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I really like what he did there, because he took his practice work and converted it to game action, because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Now when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Now a loose football, the ball comes out, but I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was, and they'll keep possession of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
McPherson's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Goff. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Goff throwing again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of the tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On 1st down, Hurts over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now Goff on 1st down. He'll get this to Ward. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. That brings up 4th. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Knox. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Goff now looking to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Hurts. Being chased out left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was a game where they got out to a pretty good size lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would continue to score and